Okay, so many beauty pros and barber pros come to me asking, how do I set goals? How do I prioritize them? I have so much I want to accomplish. How do I do it all? And so this episode is my answer. Instead of me going on repeat every day, every DM, this episode is my go to for anyone wanting to know step by step on how to knock out their goals effortlessly and on purpose. Are you a beauty or barber pro looking for that push to do that thing you've always wanted to do, whether it's in or out of the salon, spa, or shop? Are you tired of not feeling good enough, smart enough, skilled enough? Are you tired of not getting a handle on your mental health, boundaries, and insecurities? I'm Christine Sherwood, the Beauty Pro Coach, an internationally certified coach, a salon and spa owner, and your personal Jiminy Cricket. I use my own experiences, good and bad, as a salon owner to help you be more self-aware, authentic, and forward-thinking in your approach to life, in and out of the salon. It's time to reach your version of success with the Beauty Pro Coach podcast. When it comes to goal setting in your salon, your spa, your barbershop, your suite, even in your own life, okay? Let's say physical fitness, all right? Just like that, it's one day at a time, a little by little, until you chisel away all the rough edges. All right. Too many times we have goals that are just too low, or they're not enough of a challenge for us to really accomplish anything. So, a fantastic example of this, like I said, is physical fitness. And if you go to the gym or you do any form of CrossFit, you know what I am talking about. I have a CrossFit coach, and he constantly pushes me to be better, pushes me to my limit. And guess what? It's never as bad as I think it is. The last time I was in the gym, and he was there, my coach, we were climbing the rope. And my goal is to make it to the top of the rope on the big knots, okay, by the end of the year. And so I made it's a personal goal of mine to make it to the top. And eventually I will do it without any knots. But mind you, it's really hard, okay? And it takes a lot of effort. I'm still a CrossFit baby and I'm building my strength. So I'm determined by December 31st to have graduated to one of the skinnier ropes with the smaller knots. And, I can really get to the top. So, anyway, this coach, he jumps out of nowhere every single time. And he's like, get up there. And I'm like, okay, like first you get scared. And so you just get up there, you quit thinking about anything, and you just go. And so, me being the people pleaser that I am, I'm like, all right, got to make coach proud of me. Can't let him down. I got to go. Hurry up, catch my breath, and climb that freaking rope, right? My arms were jello. Like, I could feel the muscles tearing. But I got the furthest I've ever gotten up. I felt good about it. I felt I crossed off that level of moving to the next level, right? And so now there's no room for me to say, I can't. I just got to do it. And so with that, aim high. You who are listening, aim high. You want to own a salon with 20 plus employees? Go for it. You want to own a boutique spa with renters and all digitalized out? You can do it. You want to open a franchised out salon and spa? There are no limits. Right now, if you can, pause this episode, write out your biggest far out dream. It doesn't matter how ridiculous it sounds, just write it out. Get it out of your head onto paper so you can see it. Let your imagination run wild for once in a productive future self format, because your future self will thank you for this moment. Okay? So now go for that, pause it right here, and let's get to it. Hey, babes, before we wrap up this episode, I just want to say if you're thinking of working with me one to one for your salon, your spa, or just need someone to hold you accountable, message me on Instagram about my one to one 3-month coaching program. I'd love to help you in any way I can to get you to your version of success in and out of the salon and spa. Coaching truly helps you have peaceful self awareness and seamless day to day progress on whatever you're doing. Okay, let's get back to the episode. Okay, so now that you paused and you wrote it out, I want to really get into this, okay? You can have goals all day long and just be a goal collector and dream forever and ever and ever. But here's the thing, there's no point if you're aiming high but with no strategy behind it. You got to aim and you have to aim smart. Okay. Many military personnel who deal with shooting, you'll see it in the movies a lot. They'll talk about how they got to aim off course so they can hit the target. They got to calculate the wind, bullet speed, shakes, etc., and still hit the target. That perfect shot is not as seamless as we civilians how we think it is. There's so much more planning and math that goes on behind the scenes, and that's what we're talking about here when it comes to your goals and your aim to accomplish them. So, whenever you set any kind of goal or plan, I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions. What's the absolute acceptable bare minimum work that you're going to put into it, that you're going to accept as a win, that'll still be considered you achieving your goal? What's the maximum results you'll accept if everything goes to plan? And what's your ideal outcome you're looking for and praying for? Answering these 3 questions is you getting in position to take the shot. This is AIM. A stands for acceptable minimum. I is ideal outcome. M is the maximum dream come true. Now, let's get to the strategy to get ready to fire and crush these goals. S, okay, we're going to be talking about SMART. And so S in the word SMART stands for specific. You got to be as specific as possible when it comes to your goals. For example, I want a size 8 black, shiny leather, blood red bottom Louis Vuitton stilettos. Okay. I mean, can you get any more specific as that? I mean, I think you can. You could probably be like, it needs to smell like cow. Okay. And it needs to feel like I'll never be able to afford it. Like something like that. Okay. Be as specific as possible. M in the word SMART stands for measurable. Can I afford these shoes? How many times will I actually wear them? When will I wear them? You got to ask yourself right now, is there a way to measure my specific goal? It's not enough to just look sexy, like I want to look sexy AF, babes. No, you can't measure that, all right? This measurable part is about the numbers, which means you got to go, for me in particular, I got to go to the Louis Vuitton website, check out pricing. What's the one that I really, really like? What's the monetary value every time I wear these shoes? This applies to salon and spa cost and profit. Okay. A is attainable. Ask yourself, real, raw, and true, baby. Can I really do this? Me. Can I, Christine, can I own a pair of red bottom shoes? Can I truly work on this and save towards it? Or is this something like marrying an English prince? Can I truly, really achieve this? If I'm Meghan Markle, maybe I can. But if I'm not, well, then here we go. So if yes, keep going. If no, go back to S and M and reevaluate. Go back to being specific. Go back to being measurable. Okay. Letter R in the word SMART stands for realistic. Is this specific, measurable, and possible thing, is it real? Does it make sense for me to own a pair of these amazing, beautiful shoes? Of course it is. Like, I can wear these at speaking events, in salon classes, in salon events, dates, presentations, in my sleep. Like, I am wearing these shoes every minute of every day. If I'm only wearing these shoes to go to bed, it's not really realistic, right? If I just buy these red bottom Louis Vuitton shoes just to have them, like, they're going to fall apart out of not being used. Okay. Your goal has got to be something that you're going to get a return on investment on, and it's possible to get in your lifetime. This is important. So this brings us to T in the word SMART stands for time. Set a time frame for yourself to make this goal. Earlier in this episode, I said I'm giving myself until 7 p.m. Eastern Time, December 31st, to climb the rope at my CrossFit gym to the top. I'm getting down to even the time. Okay. It's specific, it's measurable, it's doable, it's realistic. It's something I have to, work on a little bit at a time every day. If I set a goal of losing 20 pounds in 2 weeks, that's not realistic. Okay. That's what we're doing in this exercise here. Setting a time for you to get to your amazing goal. Once you get all these down, as in written down on paper, out of your mental filing cabinet, you can look back and see your thought process and be able to hold yourself accountable to what you said you wanted to do. You eliminate any kind of excuses because this is all you, baby. No one else is to blame. All right. This applies to getting a certain number of clients, ideal clients, making your service quota, quarterly numbers, making a profit for yourself and your business. This is the formula top executives use on the daily. And they have entire quarterly, even monthly meetings about what we just went over in this episode. You can do this for yourself anytime, anywhere, anyplace. I know that I use a lot of examples in the episodes that have absolutely nothing to do with the hair or beauty industry. But I just have to tell you, like, what we do does not define us. Just because we work behind the chair, we serve others, that doesn't mean that that's all we think about every single day at all times of the day. Some of us are parents. Some of us have passions that are not hair or skin related. And I like to bring those into perspective because if we can learn these things and apply it in different areas of our lives, we're going to be able to live a fuller life because of it. So there you have it. This is the exact strategy at accomplishing your goals, whatever they may be and whatever capacity they may be. This exercise is truly a mindset game to get you where you want to be, whether it's an owner, manager, educator, a mom. You got to aim high, baby, and you got to aim smart every time. If you loved this episode, subscribe to the BeautyPro podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to leave your reviews, stars, feedback so I can continue bringing the content you deserve and want most. Your feedback fuels this podcast. The more you give, the more you get back. You can follow me at The BeautyPro Coach on Instagram and Facebook. Want to contact me directly? Email me at befree@goldentruthcoaching.com.